trying to contain Malik Monk. Westbrook thought about it. Crowd kind of telling him no, and he missed it. Davis, another rebound. Fouled and one.
Brutal. All I can say is that watching that game yesterday was absolutely brutal. Russell Westbrook, even if you're not a fan of him, it's hard not to feel bad for him because this is as much a mental thing than it is physical. A lot of it is psychological. The crowd booing you, the crowd telling you not to shoot the three-pointer. I mean, this is not to be dramatic here. This has to be the worst game he's ever played. Not just on the stats and him shooting 1 of 10, but just mentally. And it's not like he did everything wrong in that game. I mean, he had some good plays right here where he did swat that ball out of Barrett's hands, even though it could have been a foul call there. He then throws up a nice full court pass to an open Monk, and he gets the three-pointer to go. Nice assist from Westbrook. You see, these are the things that we know Westbrook can do in a game, and he can do this on a nightly basis. But mentally, it seems to have taken a toll on him. All of the naysayers, everything that's been going on around the Lakers, them being a sub-500 team in January, now February, Westbrook playing in front of his hometown crowd, it gives him a lot of pressure. And it gets worse when you're playing for a team like the Lakers, where that pressure is to win a championship. It seemed like in OKC, Westbrook could do no wrong. Things were going well for him, even in years where they were struggling. And now, things just don't seem to go right.
Like he wants to do so good, he's going 1,000 miles an hour. I said, my man, slow down. Take your time, slow it down, and then explode.
From most of the year. Westbrook off the glass, badly misses. You hear the groans from the crowd. He's hearing some boos. The first half has stopped. Westbrook fakes, drives, left-handed layup. He missed it. Robinson the rebound.
Last night's game was game number 54 of the season for the Lakers, meaning now there's 28 games left to be played for the season. The Lakers don't have time to diddle-daddle. They have to do what they can to win these games, and if it means benching Russell Westbrook, then so be it. And that's something that the Lakers and the head coach Frank Vogel is going to have to think about very hard, because you did see a difference when Westbrook was on the bench in that overtime. You did see players and the team itself stepping up to the plate when Westbrook wasn't playing. Malik Monk being the third best player in your team, I mean, it's not ideal. You would want Westbrook to step up a little bit. You would want Westbrook to get out of the funk he's currently in. That 30-point half he had against the Hornets, the most since Kobe Bryant did it a while back, that game was a clear outlier for Westbrook. I mean, the defense the Hornets were playing was pretty poor. They're one of the worst defensive teams in the league. So unfortunately, you're not going to get those looks every night. And the looks you do get, you have to make them, because guys aren't going to bail you out every time.
It gives him a little bit of extra fuel, and he told me that after missing a potential game winner the last time he was in this arena last season, this is a game where he wants to make a statement, Mike.
Thank you, Malika. Davis on the follow. After Russell Westbrook missed a couple of threes, Anthony Davis comes flying in. He's got 13.
And I know what some of you are thinking. There's no way they're going to bench a guy that's being paid over $40 million a year. And you're probably right to say this. So with that being said, should the Lakers opt to trade Westbrook before the deadline? I mean, it's clear when you watch these games that Westbrook is a momentum killer. Every time the Lakers seem to be making a run, Westbrook always seems to have a way of ruining it with his turnovers or some of his ugly misses and just a lot of bad IQ plays. Recently, Jimmy High Roller made a video claiming that Westbrook's triple-doubles actually impact winning. And ironically, the graph that he cites here shows a clear trend that actually goes against his main argument. Each year, the percentage at which he wins games notching a triple-double decreases. This year, though, the percentage is pretty similar to when he doesn't have a triple-double.
Yeah, the proposed trade was Russell Westbrook, DeAndre Jordan, and Kent Bazemore, and a future first-round pick to New York for Evan Fournier, Kemba Walker, and Alec Burks.
A major hurdle in pursuing Westbrook in a trade is that his contract is huge. He's being paid $40 million a year. And so the same argument of him not being benched is also applied to him being traded. I mean, If these are the pieces you're getting in return from the Knicks, I mean, this is bad. This is just a terrible trade. I think the Laker fans need to give this more time. Okay, I know it's February. Okay, 2 months before the season ends. Westbrook needs to be playing better than this. But this is the 17th game in which the big three played together. So they still need to build that chemistry, right? They still need to get that figured out, get that sorted out. But I doubt the Lakers can get a string of wins together to where they're a top four seed because confidence is something that's important for guys like Westbrook, and you can tell his confidence has been shot over the last couple of weeks.
Russ, knowing kind of how bad you want this to work, how tough was it to spend overtime on the bench? And I guess how much does it help that you guys are able to get the win?
I mean, the best part about this game is you win. Guys competed. We won the game, and that's all that matters.
For the most part, he does do a good job at answering some of the questions that he's being posed. But sometimes you could see it in his expression, his mannerisms, the body language, and just some of the weird comments he makes that things have taken a toll on him. And a game like the one we've seen last night is a recipe for disaster, man. It's just going to make things worse from here on out.
Here's the thing. Like, forget me being the analyst right now. I'm looking at Russ as my brother. I had dinner with his mom and dad 2 nights ago. And right now, my dog seems a little broken. I don't see the same swagger. I don't see the same intensity.
I know I've ragged on Kendrick Perkins in the past because he's a horrible analyst. But his take here, his approach, the way he speaks about this topic, it's pretty measured. And obviously, he was a teammate of Westbrooks in OKC, and so he knows Westbrook. He sees him day in and day out. He knows how he is, and he sees a different type of player. It's not the same guy. A lot of what I've said in this video is pure speculation, and so having guys like Perkins, talk from experience is important in this case. And Westbrook, it's only a matter of time. He's getting older. His athleticism is fading. He's not getting the same looks he used to, and he's not making the same looks that he used to make. He's been in this league since 2008. He's had time to improve. He's had time to change his approach. He's had time to do all of those things. And somehow, some way, he's still the same player he was back when he was competing for a championship with KD. I really did think that teaming up with LeBron James was going to give him a fresh perspective, a chance for him to change his approach, and finally start to play winning basketball. But I was wrong on all accounts. It hasn't happened. I was skeptical of the trade, and I was right to be. It was a mistake from the beginning, and I think everyone looking at this situation knows it now. It's something that the Lakers are going to have to deal with for the rest of the season, and that means, unfortunately, for Westbrook, that he's going to have to deal with all the fans, all the media, all the hecklers, all of it. Just a big mess, a big storm that he's going to have to weather through.
Yeah, I mean, I've always said that Bron has like a gravitational pull, right? Like everybody, the media, people that love him, people that hate him, people that love the Lakers, hate the Lakers, all media, I mentioned that already, but like everybody just like focuses on that. So any step in the wrong direction, people are just going to like take that and just keep just grinding away on it. And it's tough.